Welcome everyone back to the channel. I'm Carlos and I wanted to connect with you guys again because for the past couple weeks I was in Tahoe and then I ran up to Sun River, Oregon, and it was absolutely gorgeous out there. One of the cool things that I was doing was flying my Mavic Air 2 quite a bit, and I've been watching a lot of videos from other YouTube creators, and they've been doing things like putting other cameras on their drones. And because I suffer from FOMO, what I ended up doing was picking up this mount from DJIMounts.com for 40 bucks. I'm able to connect another camera to my drone. Let's take a look, but first, and welcome back. If you're new here and you're interested in filmmaking, animation, and melding those two together, animated filmmaking, you should hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to come out with content every week, and it all has to do with that, with making films, making cartoons, and even learning how to tell stories. Let's get back to this. Got this mount for $40. It comes in 3 pieces. The feel is almost like they did a 3D printing. It has that feel to it. So let's go ahead and get this guy on here. First thing we need to do is go ahead and unfold the arms. First, the ones on top, and then the swing out ones on the bottom. These come down like so. And now we have our open drone. So what we're going to do is take one of these longer arms, and we're going to drop that clips in here like this, and then that clips down. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Very easy to install. You just have to remember that these teeth here, the teeth go on the outside of the drone. So let's go ahead and get that in there. Okay, there we go. So it's going to look like this. Very much not intrusive at all. And you notice that number 2, I have 4 different batteries. I got the Fly More combo plus another battery. So I numbered them so I know which one I'm using. And if it's used, now I have the numbers. Super simple. All that is a Sharpie. I numbered the batteries, and now it's easier for me to remember which batteries I used and which ones I still can use. The part where the camera goes, it's pretty neat because you can either mount this on top like so, and I've seen people use this and then put a light up here or whatever, different cameras, a 360 camera, all that stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mount a GoPro to this, and all you do is slide that bracket down under there, and then you fit that one on that side. Okay, and then zoom in here real quick, and then you're just going to set wherever you want your bracket to end up. Okay, so we have on this side, we have where 1 in, so this one we're going to do 1 in. And all I'm going to do is take this, swing it up, and clip it in. And same on this side. We're 1 in, push that in, and then clip that in. Sometimes it gets fussy, but if you get that in there, okay, there we go. There we go. I'm going to show you the underside so you can get a good idea of how that looks, and it's pretty sturdy. Take a look at that. It's not bad. And this is built in a way where if you have these, and if you've bought any number of GoPros, you probably have about 100 of these laying around. So what you want to do is take this, very simple, we're just going to slide this in here until it clicks. It's in there pretty good. Here, take a look. See that? You can totally use one of these cages that comes with your GoPro, but I'm always using this cage because it has more versatility to it. I have this adapter here that I can put in some sound recording. Put a post-it note on that. So yeah, so whenever I'm doing like the CarTune Karaoke, I use this cage because I can plug in a microphone right there. And all you do is you slide this door open. Whenever you're using your GoPro with a cage like this, basically what we're trying to do is fit this GoPro in this cage and be able to connect this USB-C connector in there. But this door is going to be in the way. So what I'm going to do now is just swing this to about 90 degrees. And then I'm just going to pull straight down to the bottom of the camera. And then to put it back, what you want to do is you make sure that this little sliding part is slid all the way out. And you can line it up and click it back in. Put this somewhere safe. You don't want to lose this. This is very important for keeping your GoPro waterproof. Okay, all I'm going to do is slide the GoPro into my cage. And you see that there is the opening. There's the opening. Now I can just take this wire. I'm going to wrap it around and then slide it in. So it's going to look like that. Nice and compact. And now what we do is we take the cage door and we slide that back in here. And now it's ready for audio. It's nice and secure. And now we can connect it to whatever mount that we want. In this case, it's our DJI mounts. And I'm just going to slide this guy on there. See there, we got that guy there. We're gonna take the screw, drop that in there, tighten it down. Now we have our drone with a GoPro and we can do comparisons. I can shoot 4K with the GoPro and 4K on the Mavic Air 2 and compare the footage. But why stop there? Because you remember we have this cold shoe here. So what we're gonna do is, so I got these Rode wireless Go mics. And you've seen me using these quite a bit. Whenever I do anything outside, I'm using these guys. What we have here is, we have a transmitter and we have a receiver. And if you don't know, the drones don't record any sound at all. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take the receiver and slide it into the cold shoe. And then I'm gonna take the transmitter and clip it to my t-shirt. And now that I see my t-shirt, I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a podcast that me and my friends have been doing for years now. It's called Sketch Zone. I'm gonna put a link to the channel right there. We've had over 200 episodes where we talk to a bunch of creative people, and we even do deep dives into different creative softwares and stuff. So if you have time, go check that out. It's a lot of fun. Let's get back to this. Okay, so now there's a lot of people that I know that are going to give me a hard time about being this much of a geek. But take a look. We have our Mavic Air DJIMounts.com mount with the GoPro attachment, and it connects to the GoPro. This is the GoPro Hero 7 Black and the Rode Wireless Go receiver. You need one of these cables that is TRS to TRS. Is take the audio cable, plug it into the Rode Wireless Go, and connect it to this little contraption at the bottom, which is a Rode product. I just can't remember what it is right now, but I'll find out and I'll put links to all this stuff in the description of this video. So there we have it. We have our microphone clipped to our t-shirt, and then we have the receiver clipped to the cold shoe of the cage that is holding our GoPro that's being fed by this other DJI contraption thingy that's connected to the mount, that's connected to the GoPro mount, that's connected to the DJI mounts mount, that's connected to the DJI Mavic Air 2. So now I want to go outside and fly this thing and see how it flies. I don't know if you guys remember this, but there's a voice command functionality that happens with the GoPro. So I can say, GoPro, start recording a video. But if it's on the drone and flying far, it's not going to know what to do. It's not going to hear me. But because I have this wireless microphone set up, I'm able to start shooting video, start shooting photos, all that good stuff. But before we go outside, there's a couple things that I want to explain to you guys. Sonoma County is on fire. So many people have been evacuated, and this is just an ongoing thing. Every year, this stuff happens. So when we go outside, I'm not going to do any color correcting. I'm not going to do anything. It is 2:40 in the afternoon, 2:40 right there in the afternoon. Usually the sun is out. A couple days ago, it was like 116 degrees outside. It is currently 75 and it's not even 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it kind of looks really gloomy outside. So I'm not going to color correct anything. There's nothing wrong with your video. There's nothing wrong with YouTube. This is just kind of what our days look like. We woke up today and there was all kinds of ash and stuff all over the place. Let's head outside. Okay, so here we are on my roof. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the microphones. They work. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Now that the microphones are on, what I'm going to do is turn on the GoPro and we should be good. Everything is connected. Everything seems to be. Now watch this. If I do this, hey GoPro, take a picture. Okay, so we're off and running. I'm going to switch this to video. Let's turn on the drone. And I wanted to show you guys, look at that Mav mount that I was talking about before. That's so much better. There's so much more real estate. You can see really well. It's probably because of the fires, and they probably have a bunch of planes and stuff flying around trying to put the fires out, but they're not letting me take off. I'd rather play it safe. The rig seems to be stable. It's not going anywhere. As soon as I'm able to go somewhere, probably in the next couple days, I'm going to take all of this stuff with me and give it a go. Everything's covered in ash. Look at how bad this looks. Power cord reached, fly with caution. Yeah. Now we can compare. We can actually compare. I hope the audio on the GoPro is still being picked up. I think it should be. This is looks like, and Okay, so long story short, having that much weight on the drone sucks up the battery quite a bit, and as the drone was coming in for a landing, it just decided to drop out of the sky. It was literally above my head coming down, but then it came down on the fence and it bounced off the fence and then landed upside down. We snapped a propeller. The back of the cage came off just a little bit, but not too bad. That's easily fixable. I don't suggest doing this, but from probably about, it was probably a solid 50 feet fall, 40 to 50 feet fall, and the way that the drone came down, one of these little lights down here came loose, and I just snapped it back in, changed all the propellers, even though only one busted. These other ones were kind of old already anyway. So I just replaced the propellers. Oh yeah, and this is another thing. This is busted now. It's snapped in a bunch of different places. So not really sure if this was, I'm not really sure if this is worth doing. I'm glad I spent $40 on this to tell you guys not, I mean, if you do get it, might I suggest trying it out, I guess, like I did now, before you go taking this out into the wild. The batteries sucked up so fast. I was probably in the air a total of 10 minutes probably, and then the battery was gone, and like I said, I was landing it, and it literally fell out of the sky. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this inside, clean it up. Like I said, I changed the propellers and I took it for a test flight, and everything seems to be fine again. But I think I'm done testing extra cameras on the Mavic Air 2. I'm gonna trust this camera. But as far as setting this up with a GoPro and a external microphone, I think I've learned my lesson. I'm good. I'm done testing, and I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of feedback from some of my friends talking trash. Deservedly so. And that's it, guys. That's what I do. I break things so you don't have to. If you think this is a video that your friends would enjoy, please send it on over to them. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, because if you subscribe and I eventually make money, I might be able to afford more of these things. I'll see you guys later.